Aujourd'hui, je vous enseignerai parler français. D'accord. J'expliquerai cette leçon en anglais parce que c'est plus facile pour moi et pour toi aussi, je pense. Today I'm going to talk about stem changing verbs, and these are different than regular ER, IR, RE verbs in that most of them, if not all of them, are ER verbs, and the only thing that changes is a letter in the middle of the verb to be conjugated. The ends are exactly the same. Par exemple, I have the verb nettoyer, to clean. The verb essayer, to try, is also conjugated this way. As you can see, it's spelled with a Y. However, in the je, te, il, and il pluriel forms, it changes to an I. Je nettoie, tu nettoies, il nettoie, nous nettoyons, vous nettoyez, il nettoie. The past participle is the exact same as the infinitive. So the past participle is just like any other regular ER verb. And if you've watched my other verb conjugation videos, you know what the shoe is. It's what I call all of the singular and the third person plural subjects. In the shoe, they get the changes. That's all, just in the shoe. Notre verbe, c'est acheter, to buy. J'achète, tu achètes, il achète, nous achetons, vous achetez, ils achètent. And what changes here is this first E gets an accent grave, which is the one that goes. I can't write backwards. This doesn't matter. And the past participle is acheter. Par exemple, j'ai acheté une mélodica l'autre jour. I bought a melodica the other day. True story. I know I keep mentioning the passé composé and past tense, and I will get to that in my next video. I put these two verbs on the same page because they're very similar in the way they're conjugated. There's jeter, to throw, je jette, tu jettes, il jette, nous jetons, vous jettez, il jette. Jeter, it's the same thing. You get two T's instead of one, and it's similar to the very useful verb appeler, to call, in that you see this has one L in the infinitive, two L's when you conjugate it, one T in the infinitive, two T's when you conjugate it. Appeler you use when you're going to say I'm calling someone on the phone, but mainly you use it when you want to talk about names. For example, it's je m'appelle. This is a reflexive pronoun, and then before it makes it a reflexive verb, I'll talk about that later. But instead of saying, like in Spanish, mi nombre es, which, okay, sue me if it's wrong, I've never taken Spanish before, but instead of saying mon nom est, you say, je m'appelle Dakota. So if your name was Bob, you would say, je m'appelle Bob. That's how you do that. But you can say, appelle-moi, you know, appelle-moi. Call me. And then the final example I have for stem changing verbs is préférer, to prefer. Love those cognates. Je préfère, tu préfères, il préfère, nous préférons, vous préférez, il préfère. I kind of messed it up. I wrote in black at first. But the second E with the accent aigu changes to an accent grave. And it's je préférerais for the past participle. The reason that they change the stem is it's just so it's easier to pronounce, usually. Sometimes there are verbs that look similar, and that's why one of the verbs changes its stem. French is crazy. For all verbs ending in Y-E-R, it's conjugated the same way as nettoyer, essayer. But the other ones are a lot harder to tell. Just look it up if you're not sure. Most of the time, it's not a stem changing verb. I created another channel. I'm gonna link it right there. I'm gonna link it right there in an annotation. And it's funny because that username is in French and this one's not. But like I said, I bought a melodica, and I am going to start posting videos of me doing my artsy film school things and playing that on the other channel. J'espère que tu as une bonne journée. Au revoir.